baseball from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Reed Detmers gets the ball for the Angels in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Called strike 0-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Mark Canha is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
When it rains, it pours sometimes, and it's a downpour right now. First an error and now a pass ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Chris Bassett gets the ball for Oakland in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And it's fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second.
Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
The first base.
Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And they'll tag him out in the rundown.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kenna finds some space out there for the catch to retire the. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Seth Brown. Back up the middle. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, the third baseman.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Walsh is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter.
Next, it'll be Jed Lowry. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it, and that will end the inning. Down go the Athletics on a total of 4 pitches. Striding forward now is the DH, Brandon Marsh, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Brandon.
Sharp ground ball to third. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, the left fielder.
Next to stand in is Joe Adell. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 2 for 5. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Bassett has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they called today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
The second baseman, Tony Kemp.
And that one yanked just foul.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Digging in next, Sean Murphy. First pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Adell will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Luis Rengifo.
The shortstop.
First offering on its way.
Rengifo.
Popped him up. Murphy has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here is David Fletcher. His prior history versus this arm. He's a .417 hitter. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And now a pitch on the way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fletcher is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting. The first baseman.
No one on with one down, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rengifo is there. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The left fielder, number 20.
Two away now in the Oakland fourth. And striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. Popped straight up. Detmers waits on it. And the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Now batting. First baseman.
So the next to bat will be Jared Walsh. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Canha is there, and he makes the catch for the out. In now is Anthony Rendon. First delivery to him. Fouled away. Here it comes. Popped up. Olson shading to his right, and the inning is over. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth. All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Seth Brown. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Man, this pitcher is on right now. pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Again, another foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it one away. So bases are empty with one gone. And up next, the power hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Here's Jed Lowry now. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon has it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So now here is Brandon Marsh. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kenna is there, and he'll bring this one in. So Joe Adele bats now. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the pitch. 0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. And it's fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Angels go. Now it'll be Tony Kemp will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Pitch on the way. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
The batter, number 1.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and the ever-versatile Josh Harrison digs in. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he scurries back to first base safely. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. A hit in 2 tries so far. Grounded to third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. That'll bring in Luis Rengifo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
And leading up for the Angels,
now the first
the
pitch.
shortstop, Luis Rengifo.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So now into the box is David Fletcher.
22.
Flied out in his
Second
first
baseman.
at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Fletcher.
Heading out towards shallow right. Brown in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's
right
Dexter
fielder.
Fowler now.
Dexter.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so
Fowler.
far. First offering. High in the air and deep to left center field. And that is off the wall. The relay. The throw pulls him off the bag. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. At the plate now is Jared Walsh. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and that'll bring up Matt Olson. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Hit sharply on the ground. Rendon is there. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone. So now it's Mark Canha. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 15.
Into the box, Seth Brown. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only one strike away from putting...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. And now for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Next up, Brandon Marsh. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up is Joe Adell. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First offering. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Pitch on the way. Count remains at 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will get there. He's in at third as the tying run with a leadoff triple.
I think most guys are probably content with a double in that situation. Leading off the inning and representing the tying run, but he was thinking 3 bags all the way. Now all they need is some good situational hitting to drive him home.
On the move is Fowler. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1. Next, it'll be Tony Kemp. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning. Tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. James Caprillion is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
Batter, number 2.
Standing in now, Luis Rengifo. Here's a hard-hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
The batter,
Pitch on the way.
22. Second baseman, David.
Hit out towards second.
Fletcher.
He's got it. And there's out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dexter Fowler. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB. You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Lifted down the line in left. Chapman into foul territory, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on. Josh Harrison stands in.
Your attention, please.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer to the left side, fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Starling Marte. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. This is on the ground over to first. And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2. A's down to their final out now, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just one pitch. What are they doing up there?
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Halos came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Reed Detmers gets the